Have you ever noticed how some people go all out for their birthday? Big parties, balloons, endless social media posts, while others treat it like any normal day. No celebration, no excitement. Sometimes they don't even mention it. And the strange part, it's usually not because they forgot. So why do some people stop caring about birthdays? The answer is deeper than you think. Because sometimes it starts with disappointment. Imagine being younger, waiting for someone to remember your birthday, but nobody really does. Friends forget. Family gets busy. Maybe you planned something once, and almost nobody showed up. That kind of pain changes people. In psychology, this is connected to something called learned helplessness. When someone experiences disappointment again and again, their brain slowly stops expecting happiness at all. So eventually, they stop caring. Not because birthdays don't matter to them, but because hoping hurts more. And sometimes people don't hate birthdays. They hate being reminded who remembered them. But not everyone avoids birthdays because of pain. Some people are simply trapped in survival mode. Deadlines, studies, work, responsibilities. Life moves so fast that special days lose their meaning. You wake up, and before you realize it, half the day is already gone. Modern life moves so fast that people barely have time to feel anything anymore. Days blur together. Even birthdays can disappear inside the noise of life. Sometimes people aren't ignoring their birthday on purpose. They're just exhausted. Too many responsibilities can overload the brain emotionally. And one day, you suddenly realize your birthday already passed. But strangely, some people begin to enjoy the silence. They stop chasing attention and start protecting their peace instead. Less notifications, less pressure, less need to impress everyone. And slowly, ordinary moments begin feeling meaningful again. And then, there's another type of person, the quiet ones. The people who don't need attention to feel valuable. They already know their worth. Eventually, some people stop needing validation completely. Not because they became cold, but because they found peace without it. Psychology studies show that people who constantly depend on external validation, likes, gifts, attention, recognition, often become emotionally unstable over time. But people who build validation internally don't need one specific day to feel valuable. They realize something powerful. Validation from others never truly lasts. No amount of likes, messages, or birthday wishes can permanently fix emptiness inside. Real confidence starts growing when people learn to value themselves first. This connects to something psychologists call self-determination theory. The idea that real happiness comes from autonomy, inner peace, and self-worth, not public attention. That's why emotionally mature people often avoid the spotlight. They don't need constant recognition to feel important anymore. Even a quiet birthday alone can feel genuinely meaningful, because they stopped waiting for one special day to feel alive, and instead, they learned how to appreciate life itself. And here's the most interesting part. This mindset doesn't stop at birthdays. People who stay quiet on their birthdays often live quietly in general. They don't chase the spotlight. They don't constantly try to prove themselves. They're simply comfortable with who they are. Does that mean they never feel lonely? Of course they do. They're human. But they've stopped waiting for one day each year to feel special. They've learned to find meaning in ordinary days instead. So in the end, ignoring birthdays can mean many different things. For some people, it comes from loneliness. For others, it comes from peace. Some are emotionally tired, some are emotionally independent, but every reaction reveals something deeper about the person. Because birthdays were never really about cake or gifts. They were about one simple feeling. Do I matter to someone? And eventually, some people stop asking others that question. They begin finding happiness inside ordinary moments instead. That's when life changes, because every day starts feeling meaningful. So now the real question is, when your birthday comes, what does your reaction say about you? Do you need the celebration? Or have you already found celebration within yourself? If this changed the way you see birthdays, subscribe for more psychology videos that explain the hidden behaviors behind everyday life. Because sometimes the smallest habits reveal the deepest truths.